I exist, therefore I am loved. I love, therefore I exist. Most of us grew up believing love was something you could gain, lose, earn, or fail at. Something given when you behaved well, and withdrawn when you didn't. Something fragile, conditional, negotiable. So we learn to watch ourselves. To edit, to perform, to survive. And somewhere along the way, we mistook attachment for love, approval for safety, and endurance for belonging. Here is the quiet truth most of us were never shown: love did not start with another human being. Love started with existence itself. Before you did anything right or wrong, before you spoke, proved, achieved, or adapted, before you were useful, pleasing, or impressive, you existed. And existence did not reject you. It did not hesitate. It did not wait for conditions to be met. It simply allowed you. That allowance is love. Trauma is not the absence of love. Trauma is the moment we learned to doubt it. When safety collapsed, when connection became unpredictable, when love felt like something that could disappear, the nervous system did what it always does: it protected. It froze identity. It narrowed curiosity. It traded openness for control. The child did not think, "I will resist existence." The child thought, "Please, no more." So identity became a bunker. I am too much. I am not enough. I must not need. I must stay alert. I must be good. These identities felt safe enough, not because they were true, but because they reduced risk. And so the deepest paradox of trauma was born: we try to protect love by resisting life. The nervous system decides what identity is allowed. A positive identity does not enter because it is beautiful, inspiring, or true. It enters only when the body senses non-threat. This is why affirmations bounce off traumatized systems. Why hope feels dangerous. Why joy can trigger panic. The nervous system asks one question before allowing any identity to live inside it: will this cost me safety? If the answer is unclear, the gate stays closed. So healing does not begin with belief. It begins with allowance. Allowance is not effort. It is the absence of urgency. Allowance sounds like, nothing needs to be fixed right now. I don't have to become anything today. I am allowed to be here as I am. That is when identity loosens. That is when curiosity returns. That is when evolution resumes its natural rhythm. Love is not something you fall into, it is something life does through you. This is where the sentence turns on itself: I exist, therefore I am loved. Not because someone approves of me, but because existence itself does not reject what it brings forth. And then, gently, without force, I love, therefore I exist. Because when I allow curiosity, movement, expression, and presence to flow again, I am no longer resisting life. I am participating in it. Love is not the reward for being healed. Love is the condition under which healing becomes possible. The end of the struggle. You don't need to convince yourself you are lovable. You don't need to chase unconditional love. You don't need to become a better version of yourself to deserve existence. You are never outside of it. When the nervous system finally senses safety without performance, presence without demand, belonging without self-erasure, the old identities relax. The body exhales. And the self, quiet, unfinished, curious, steps forward again. Not to prove anything. Just to live. I exist. Therefore, I am loved. I love, therefore, I exist. And nothing more is required.